Did you know there's an underground plant colony in Utah called Pando, made up of over 40,000 quaking aspen trees, all connected by one massive root system? Some scientists believe this single colony may be over 80,000 years old, but even the toughest root systems can get into trouble when confined in a pot. Imagine those aspen roots, suddenly constricted, unable to venture further. This can lead to a whole host of problems for our potted companions. That's why in today's episode of Don't Do This Guide, we're talking all about why you should loosen the root ball before repotting your beloved houseplants. We'll journey into the hidden world beneath the soil and uncover the secrets to ensuring your plants flourish. Roots, often hidden beneath the surface, are the unsung heroes of the plant world. They are the lifeline, the very foundation upon which a plant's life and vitality depend. Just as a strong foundation is essential for a skyscraper, healthy roots are crucial for a thriving plant. Roots are the plant's primary means of absorbing water and essential nutrients from the soil. Like tiny straws, they draw in life-sustaining moisture and minerals, transporting them upwards to nourish the leaves, stems, and flowers. The health of a plant's root system directly correlates to its overall growth and vigor. A robust root system allows the plant to access a wider range of resources, leading to stronger stems, more abundant foliage, and a greater capacity to produce flowers and fruits. However, when confined to the artificial boundaries of a pot, even the most resilient root systems can face challenges. The restricted space can lead to root bound, where the roots become densely tangled and compacted. This tangled mess of roots can hinder the plant's ability to absorb water and nutrients effectively. By ensuring a healthy and thriving root system, we lay the groundwork for a vibrant and flourishing plant. Now you might be wondering, what exactly does it mean to loosen the root ball? It sounds a bit rough, doesn't it? Like we're about to give our plants a deep tissue massage. But rest assured, it's a much gentler process than it sounds. Imagine the root ball as a tightly wound ball of yarn. Over time, as the roots grow and intertwine, they can become quite compact, much like that yarn ball. Loosening the root ball is essentially like gently teasing out some of those tangled strands, giving the roots some breathing room. This process involves carefully breaking up the compacted roots, allowing them to spread out and grow more effectively in their new pot. When we loosen the root ball, we're essentially mimicking the natural process of root growth in the wild. By gently loosening the root ball, we're creating a more conducive environment for root growth within the confines of a pot. Nature, in all its wisdom, has designed plants to thrive in environments where their roots can roam free. However, when we confine them to pots, we introduce a limiting factor that can have unintended consequences. Failing to loosen the root ball before repotting can lead to a cascade of problems for our potted companions. One of the most common issues is root binding, where the roots become so densely tangled and constricted that they begin to circle around the pot, essentially choking themselves. Imagine being trapped in a room that's slowly shrinking. The restricted space limits the plant's access to water and nutrients, hindering its ability to grow and thrive. As the roots become increasingly compacted, they struggle to absorb water effectively. This can lead to wilting, stunted growth, and even root rot. Furthermore, the dense root system can create a barrier, making it difficult for fresh water and nutrients to penetrate the soil and reach the roots. Over time, the plant's growth will be severely stunted. In extreme cases, neglecting to loosen the root ball can even lead to the plant's demise. Now that we understand the importance of loosening the root ball, let's dive into the practicalities of how to do it correctly. The first step is to gather your materials. You'll need your plant, a new pot slightly larger than the current one, and fresh potting mix. Gently remove the plant from its current pot. If the plant is firmly rooted, gently tap the bottom of the pot or use your fingers to loosen the soil around the edges. Once the plant is out of the pot, examine the root ball. If the roots are circling around the bottom, it's a clear sign that the plant is root-bound. Using clean, sharp pruning shears, carefully snip away any thick circling roots. Now it's time to loosen the root ball. Using your fingers, gently tease apart the roots, working your way around the entire root ball. Be careful not to pull or tug on the roots too forcefully. Once you've loosened the root ball, place a layer of fresh potting mix in the bottom of the new pot and then position the plant in the center. Backfill with more potting mix, making sure the top of the root ball is level with the rim of the pot. Gently firm the soil around the base of the plant to ensure good contact between the roots and the soil. Water the plant thoroughly, allowing any excess water to drain out of the drainage holes. Congratulations on successfully loosening your plant's root ball. Now let's explore some best practices for repotting to give your plant the best possible start in its new home. Choosing the right pot size is paramount. A pot that's too large can lead to overwatering, as the excess soil retains moisture for longer periods, potentially causing root rot. Select a pot that's only slightly larger than the previous one, typically an inch or two wider in diameter. Using the appropriate potting mix is crucial for your plant's well-being. Different plants have different soil preferences, so choose a mix that's tailored to your plant's specific needs. When filling the new pot, ensure you're not burying the plant too deeply. The top of the root ball should be level with the rim of the pot, allowing for proper air circulation and preventing crown rot. After repotting, water your plant thoroughly, allowing any excess water to drain out of the drainage holes. Observe your plant closely for signs of stress, such as wilting or leaf drop, and adjust your watering frequency accordingly. By following these best practices, you'll create an optimal environment for your plant to thrive in its new pot. Remember, repotting is a stressful event for plants, so providing them with the right care and attention during this transition period is crucial. Even with the best of intentions, it's easy to make mistakes when it comes to plant care. Loosening the root ball and repotting are no exception. Let's shed light on some common pitfalls to avoid, ensuring your plant's smooth transition and continued well-being. One common mistake is being too rough with the roots. Remember, roots are delicate structures, and handling them too forcefully can cause damage, hindering their ability to absorb water and nutrients. When loosening the root ball, use a gentle touch, teasing apart the roots with care rather than yanking or pulling on them. Another frequent error is using the wrong type of soil. Different plants have different soil preferences. Using a soil that's not suitable for your plant's needs can lead to poor drainage, root rot, or nutrient deficiencies. Overwatering is a common culprit of plant demise, and it's particularly important to avoid after repotting. Allow the soil to dry out slightly between waterings, and always check the moisture level before reaching for the watering can. Choosing a pot that's too large is another common mistake. A pot that's disproportionately large for the plant's root system can lead to overwatering and root rot. By being aware of these common mistakes and taking steps to avoid them, you'll increase your chances of repotting success. Loosening the root ball before repotting is a crucial gardening technique grounded in plant biology. This step helps plants sense and respond to their environment, a process called thigmotropism. Roots encountering obstacles trigger hormonal responses, particularly auxin and ethylene. Ethylene inhibits root growth in confined spaces, causing root-bound plants. Loosening roots reduces ethylene, promoting auxin production. Auxin encourages root elongation and branching, enhancing water and nutrient uptake. Thus, loosening the root ball optimizes plant growth and health. So there you have it. Loosening the root ball before repotting is a simple but incredibly powerful step you can take to ensure your houseplants stay healthy, vibrant, and ready to grace your home with their beauty. It's about understanding the silent language of plants, their remarkable ability to sense and respond to their environment, and our role in providing the conditions for them to thrive. Thank you so much for joining me on Don't Do This Guide. If you learned even one new tip or trick from this video, please smash that like button and consider subscribing for more do's and don'ts of gardening and beyond. Let's continue to explore the wonders of the natural world together and empower ourselves to become better stewards of our green companions. Until next time, happy gardening!